My name's Christian Cicchini, and I have a pretty interesting topic to talk about, so I'm going to dive right in. On June 13th, 1994, the ex-wife of former football star O.J. Simpson, Nicole Brown Simpson, was found dead along with her friend Ron Goldman in Los Angeles. O.J. was asked to turn himself in by authorities, and that's when he went on the famous Bronco chase. Simpson's trial lasted 470 days long. In 2016, a five-part miniseries called O.J. Made in America released from ESPN Films. Also in 2016, a 10-episode-long series called The People vs. O.J. Simpson American Crime Story released from the FX network and is currently on Netflix. So I feel that the recent media portrayals about O.J. Simpson's trial and events have evidence of framing and agenda setting in them to control which stories are heard and how they tell them. So basically, the documentaries take the audience attention from just the trial story to another story that happened to give significance on how they are telling the story. So to dive into the frame theory, and evidence of this is when in the People vs. OJ series, Rob Kardashian, one of OJ's lawyers and good friends, is in a scene before the trial starts that shows him second guessing OJ and thinks he committed the crime. This influences the audience's decision to believe he is guilty before the documentary really starts. Now on to the agenda setting. An example of this is when in the ESPN produced OJ Made in America series, they talk more about OJ's football and Hollywood experiences and awards rather than his struggles and wrongdoings to set the topic of how much of a superstar he was and basically that he could not have been a murderer. They made the murder trial and events seem to be an afterthought of the series. Some other evidence of this, when Khloe Kardashian was asked about the People vs. OJ documentary, she stated that sensationalizing the Kardashian name in it, I think, to bring a younger audience in. This is basically saying that when pushing the Kardashian name to influence the younger audience to go with whatever the way the Kardashian name thoughts of the trial. In a textbook describing the agenda setting theory, it states similar findings were found in the media study surrounding the murder trial of O.J. Simpson. So basically, in conclusion, I want to spread awareness of the fact that media does use agenda setting and framing to control stories and how they are told. The O.J. Simpson murder trial and documentaries are a prime example of these being used in media. And I want anyone listening to not always believe how the media is portraying an event and do some finding out on their own before they believe what the media is telling them. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to my topic of O.J. Simpson and agenda setting and framing. Thank you.